Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Colts going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is taken at the 3, and it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's a give to Fournette. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a short gain down to about the 33. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Roberto Aguayo for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Aguayo's kick is good. An update from Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 9-yard gain and it keeps the drive moving. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And some space here. He's still there, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Long touchdown run there. Those are the ones that if you're a tailback in warm-ups, you're dreaming about those a little bit.
Brandon, when we worked out the day before, I saw you making a few cuts and moves and dreaming about it. That's what I saw in that run, the long touchdown run. To get there, stretching it out at the end.
I'd be carted off back at the 50. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Handoff as they run the counter play. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll set up to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is knocked down from the side. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Holland. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holland. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. The point after now for Aguayo. And the lead is now 24. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. It's the Lions who have the lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. It's Holland. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to run past the 20. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
That one's got 4. Side. 180. Flight 59. Flight 59.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And that will write a finish to this ball game.